Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, you're probably wondering why is there so much noise? I'm doing renovations in my house again. Um, but, so, haven't been on in a while. I've been trying to do a couple of other things, trying to balance a couple of things out. AI has been exploding. AI is crazy. Been trying to do a couple of other, I guess, negotiations or something, but I'm back. I will be. You're probably thinking, okay, Higgsfield Canvas, it's new. Okay, what about the supercomputer, the MCP, and the CLI? Well, the computer, I was looking at some certain things, and I was looking at some stuff on X, so it needs to be fixed to a certain. Um, and then the MCP and CLI, I'm not too sure how that's gonna go well with my credits because they've been making some changes and no bueno. So that's to be determined. We'll see if I can spare some credits eventually. But before it was a very, very high, generous amount of credits, and after now it's kind of been they've been scaling back. So we'll see how that turns out, and we'll see how my credits turn out after this. Hopefully they'll survive. Um, but um, but okay, so we got all this. So no base workflow. I've been trying to push this for a while. So now it's finally here, and a couple of other people. So we're gonna do the prompt box right here. And okay, so what are we gonna do? Um, um, oh, okay, so this is what we have right here, and output text is we have the LML assistant, we have a voiceover and everything. So what we're gonna do this is we are going to do the image. Oh, what you want to make? Okay, so this is what we want right here. What I want to make. So looking like right off the bat, it looks like it's cooked because it should be able to generate it, but looking like it's like describe what you want to create. Well, I want to make this. So just right off the bat, it's cooked. Oh boy. But hopefully it works because usually this should automatically do this. I don't have to, I shouldn't be able to re-describe it. But if I have to, then we know it's cooked. But I could be wrong. But let's see how it turns out, okay? This is also the guy who also makes things too. GPT Image 2 is fantastic. This is the guy who loves Sea Dream. So as everyone probably knows on X, I'm not the biggest fan of OpenAI or Sam Altman or both in general. So for me to say GPT Image 2 is really good, take that with a grain of salt, okay? I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not the most open. I'm not the most person who's like go OpenAI. No. So again, at the moment, it is very, very good. It's the best image in the image generator in the market for now. But until Sea Dream 5.5 or 6 comes out, it's good. But once that comes out, then that's it. I'm going back to Team ByteDance. I'm sorry, but it's an anomaly. Okay, but hey, hey, finally, I had to admit, like finally, it's a little win, but at the moment, no one can beat. People are having hopes saying that VO4, like the release and everything and all that type of stuff, is which kind of goes into the canvas as well because obviously they already had the tools in there, so like so you can just connect everything. But but we'll see. They're saying that it could be a seed dance killer. I doubt it. Like I don't know. Like I doubt it because like it's really good. Supposedly the 2.5 or the 3.0 might be able to do almost a full fledged movie. So who knows on that? But that's just a rumor. But I don't really know. Okay, so it's not cooked. So we got all these guys. So they're adorable, by the way. I like making adorable art too. I'm still so we got all this. Okay, so this is really good. So it turned out awesome. It's it really resonates with me. I do like it. So it's not that cooked. Well, so then we're gonna do another one, and then we're gonna do the no base right here, and then we're gonna turn this into a video. If I can actually get the canvas to actually work now. Credits gone up. Dance is the best one. So if not, we could just rock it. So I'm not too sure how the are right now. So supposedly, wow, so if not, we can just definitely grok it because grok is also okay. But we might be able to do seed dance, so we bite the bullet on this. So what's gone up again? Like, okay, so now what I want these guys to do is okay. It's only 68 credits. Still, like compared to how the plans were originally to now, it's kind of just you're kind of thinking about it and you're just kind of thinking in the back of your head what like why did they like it was fine the way it was. Like there's an expression if it's not broken don't fix it, so they kind of did and they kind of just like I'm just kind of thinking in the back of my mind what have they done, why. Yes, this is my face right now. I'm trying to process in my mind of why they changed the plans because it wasn't like they had three tiers and then obviously like the highest tier was a little bit better because they were very generous with the credits. Even like the mid high tier was actually not too bad either. But like after some internal review, they cooked the fucking plan with the credits. Now that I'm looking at it, it's okay. Mistakes were made, and this is the exact reason why they have me to basically tell them where they pretty much messed up. Congratulations, you messed up, and you like it's bad. But mistakes can be fixed. So um okay, so we got all this. But again, yeah, as they say, like why it can be fixed. Okay, we'll opt in to fix certain things. Why I'm saying this in the review. And the last one is we have an LLM, but I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. Like I gave some suggestions about certain other things, and I think they didn't do like they kind of did it the opposite way. But you know, like this should be already incorporated fully into the site itself. Like you shouldn't have a separate type of thing. It should be like the entire process itself. But again, um, not everyone can do two things at once. Apparently, again, obviously, everyone knows here on the channel knows that I review other type of things, and I also build my own type of stuff. And then I did a Claude series, so I'm kind of waiting for like another. I'm waiting for Claude 5 to come out, maybe or whatever. I actually am waiting for that. So like when that comes out, then I might continue the series. So, um, but they added their own LLMs, but like it's only separate within this type of stuff. But like with the rest, like it would add a better flow because like to jump from one place to another, it's not as pristine. But again, well, to be incorporated. Like the idea was that the entire thing gets a makeover, and and then we get like a 2.0 version, then it can work because I think that like this is a lot easier, but like instead of just having a photo section and then a video section and then this section and then that section, it should just be like this, where then you have your type of stuff. Okay, so such and such type of thing here, and then it connects, and then then it's instant instead of going to one section then another section and then going to another section. Like it should just be one big flow. Like it should just go like boom, 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 like one fluid motion instead of one section. Like no. Like we shouldn't like shouldn't be like that. But like that's what I'm kind of like. But I think like this is why like I'm so like in depth with a lot of type of stuff because like since I know how to I'm like I can promote, but also like at the same time like I give like the most critical feedback and the most like what I'm kind of saying like right now is because like I understand the method, but like I and like the behind certain things because not each not everyone spends their entire waking moment just looking at AI and monitoring the situation on X. I'm not addicted. I'm monitoring the situation. So I get that, but like at the same time, like if other competitors are doing it and they're opting in for this type of idea, then like there's a reason why. Is because like instead of making it more complicated, why make it more complicated when you can make it more easier? And this is like an easier way of doing it. So, but and it is like putting this like imagine that. So just as I'm showing you, you get your prompt box right here, turn it into a photo, you flip it up, turn it into a video, and then you flip it up, and then you turn it to something else. So why can't you do that for the entire website? Simple. Prompt box, string, boom, boom, again, again, and that's it. I think that would be a lot easier with the flow, but I'm not too sure how you're gonna have an assets folder and then how you would manage that. But like again, it can be done, but it has to be done in a certain way properly, not half baked. Again, that's what I'm kind of saying with the supercomputer. I've been looking at some type of stuff, and lots of people on like X, a couple of people have been saying that it's the high the credit burn. So like that's why I was kind of looking at the credits itself because I'm saying to myself, if this is anything like the supercomputer, then it needs to be optimized a little bit better with the credits. But like we'll see. Um, and the MCP and this that's what I'm kind of saying. Like how like what's the credit? Like is it one prompt equals one token which equals one credit, or are is it just skyrocketing and then my entire credits just I don't know get burnt, and all of a sudden it's just like throwing money into a fire pit, and then she's like, oh no, I just threw $2 million into the fire. Too late now. That's what I don't want. Looking like this has it's not too bad. So looking like it is a lot better optimized. So, but everything else, I would like to know how that is due to the fact that, like, if I'm, because I want, like, the reason I'm asking these questions, like, the reason I'm looking at stuff on X is because, like, it's important to know because then I can say, like, hey, this would be good and it would be better optimized. So then, like, myself and others can use it, but without burning our credits. They've been reduced. That. So, um, but like that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, just go back to the old way, and it was a lot easier instead of like the way that it is. Because like, but again, like certain things to be fixed. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And if you try to fix it, then you're just digging yourself a bigger hole. Like if it already worked, then why change the method? Like we figured out the car, and then all of a sudden we just take out an engine and just say, hopefully it works. No, it's a terrible idea. See where this is going? So, but that's what I'm kind of saying. That's why I'm trying to be honest. Like, I'm like, yeah, I like them, and I'm super happy for like everything that they've done. But at the same time, like when you're looking at certain things that just don't make any sense, you have to say, okay, listen, like it needs to be fixed. So, and like that's why I do these videos because like it's just I'm being honest and I'm being honest with the feedback, like in the sense of like this needs to be fixed or this isn't optimized or this isn't working. Like I would try to focus on this. I would try to focus on that. Like or like this is too basic. You're like this is how I think you should be hitting the mark because like it's not because I want to be critical. It's because like okay, you like you're saying that it should be hitting the mark on all this type of stuff, but like it's not because you're missing one this and this and this and this. So okay, let's see how this turns out. Oh wow, that's actually really good. Looks like a Disney film. Damn, too bad. Okay, even though there's no sound. I don't hear any sound for some reason. Maybe. Why there's no sound? I don't hear anything. The sound should play. Sure. So great. Now I don't have any sound. So they need to fix this. Wow. Why would I want generate audio off? Why? Have to, we're gonna have to delete this. Why are you cooking yourself? Why? Why do this? The sound should be automatically on. It shouldn't be toggled on and off. Wow. Seriously. Ay caramba. Okay, so let's. 168. Oh, but like this is this is like crazy. So why would I want to have muted sound? Why? That's what I'm kind of saying. Like these are the things that I obviously I'm trying to say like, hey, I would fix this because like at times it feels like everyone right now is trying to rush. Yeah, everyone's trying to rush for some reason, and I'm just like, yeah, because China's doing a really, really good job, but like rushing the product won't do anything. All it will do is just say, why is this going on? And then as I say, like I like the product, but like I'll just kind of say like, why why would I not want something with sound? That doesn't make any sense. Like what? I think that like that in itself, obviously we have sound like so I don't know. I looking like someone probably brushed over it, or like maybe like like as I said, like the competition is getting more fierce and China's getting a lot better. So it feels like lots of people are just trying to rush certain things, but like rushing it won't really do anything. By taking your time, by figuring stuff out, by alpha testing it, beta testing it, and then doing the final release, it makes it better because then you can catch all that type of stuff. Like I understand AI is going fast, but at least give it to like a certain amount of like other people, like like that you okay, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Hey, we're gonna do like a private type of thing. At least test it for like a week or two, and then release it. Like there's certain things that people can catch because like again, I do reviews, I do like intense breakdowns and all that type of stuff, and they people like me can catch like, hey, I think this is like this should be here. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And why like it doesn't make any sense. Like instead of doing this, I would take this out, I'll just incorporate this, and then there you go. And then by looking at it, okay, that actually makes a lot more sense. Okay, let's do that. And then you can like instead of kind of like releasing something a little bit more rushed and then trying to like meet certain standards, um like I can kind of understand that you're trying to ship as much as possible, but like make sure that it's like it makes sense, instead of like kind of like doing it just so you can be like I understand being first and everything, but like but the funny thing is that like even though a lot of like the American labs and everything are attempting to be first. But the funny thing is that China takes a little bit longer, and but yet, despite that, it might take an extra week or two or whatever. But then they release a better product, and then it overshadows everything else. Like it's moving fast, but try to be fast, but at the same time detailed. Like that's like exactly what I'm trying to say. Like you can't be slowpoke Gonzalez either, but at least try to be detailed. At least try to look at it, and at least trying to say, okay, like is does it work? Does it not work? Like what like what are things that like don't really make sense in this, so we can like reduce it or like try to like get rid of it so it can be a lot more polished before like a full release. Like that idea. Why would I not want sound in my video? To me personally, that doesn't really make much sense. Because now video comes with sound. It might seem like a small little thing, but in the long run, it does affect the whole type of like scenario. 'Cause, like, where's my sound? Okay, let's see this now with the sound. Dude, that looks awesome. That looks like an adorable like Disney Pixar film. I like it. There you go. With the sound. Incorporate the sound. Why do I want to mute my sound? It doesn't make any sense. Whoever thought of this idea wasn't, I'm sorry to tell you. Let's have the sound optional. Whoever thought of that idea, it was a terrible idea, okay? Like seriously. Video now comes with sound. What was going on? I would love to know what was going on when they were doing this, and then they just decided to do this because what? Wow. Yeah, my face. I know. Okay, so change voice, all this type of stuff. Look at the LMLM system. I'm actually kind of curious. So I'm doing something else. Oh, so it's just Sonnet. So it's just an optional effort off. Okay, so they. Oh, okay, so it's pretty much the exact same thing, but if you don't want it, you can just get the LLM to do it. But this is the. What are you thinking? The problem, like, this is the exact idea, but it should already be built into the system with Higgsfield. Because I was talking about like before a couple of weeks ago about like a different lab and they do something kind of similar to this, but they have everything built in. Why do I have to go to a different section to do this to get the results when it should already be built in? So when I do it, then it enhances it properly so I can get the results that I want. It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. What were you guys thinking? Because what? It makes zero sense, but okay. This should already be built in already. Why am I going to a different section when this feature should already be built in to the actual workflow and output? I'm trying to do double the work. It doesn't make any sense. Either way, the canvas is very very good, but this is something that should be already built in to a lot of the workflow instead of me going to a different section. But again, like again, the results are amazing and like I really really like it, but it just doesn't make any sense why you have to do double the work. Oh, there's that. But again, man, like I think that like when certain things are implemented, and then I feel like when certain things are kind of like you're trying to like again, I speed run things, but I actually had the ability to do it because I use multiple AI agents all at the time, and that's the kind of the point of a lot of this type of stuff is that like you just use the AI and then you incorporate it into where you need to do it so you can get the results faster, more accurate, and better. But 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 the thing though with that is that you have to have an idea of like and the structure for it, not kind of just placing it wherever. But like either way, like apart from that, like I would have to say this is very very fantastic and very very good, but can be implemented a little bit better to a certain degree. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, Mr. Z signing out.